Shaped by glaciers tens of thousands of years ago, Norway possesses a unique geographical landscape. Deep fjords, narrow valleys, the majestic Skandies Mountains, and a winding coastline stretching over 25,000 kilometers. The country is located on the western part of the Scandinavian peninsula, bordering Sweden, Finland, and Russia, while opening onto the vast North Atlantic, creating a scenery that is both grand and diverse. From the Jostedalsbreen Glacier to the Northern Light, the midnight sun. Ancient humans have inhabited the region for more than 10,000 years. Settling here shortly after the ice melted, they survived through hunting, gathering, and later developed agriculture and coastal fishing. Between roughly 800 and 1050, the Viking Age shaped Norway's identity. With notorious sailors and warriors who conquered and traded across Europe, even reaching North America. After the Viking period, Norway became a unified kingdom, but weakened due to plagues and economic crises, leading to a union with Denmark from 1380. After Napoleon's defeat in 1814, Norway gained independence from Denmark, but entered a union with Sweden. While adopting the Eidsvoll Constitution, the democratic foundation that still holds today. In 1905, Norway officially became an independent nation under a constitutional monarchy. In the 20th century, the country was occupied by Germany during World War II, but quickly recovered. From the 1960s onward, the discovery of oil and gas in the North Sea propelled Norway into one of the wealthiest and most prosperous nations in the world. With a massive sovereign wealth fund, supporting social welfare and sustainable development. Cradled between the tumultuous North Atlantic and the serene Arctic Circle, Norway is more than a country. It is a living canvas where mountains plunge into mirror-still fjords. Auroras dance with fire across the night. And ancient sagas echo beneath the midnight sun. This land of stark contrasts where the elemental and the ethereal intertwine invites both awe and introspection. From the jagged ridges carved by ancient glaciers to the vibrant pulse of Oslo's urban heart. Norway is a place where nature sculpts not just the landscape, but the very soul of its people. It is a nation defined by resilience, shaped by the relentless forces of ice, sea, and myth. And united by a culture that honors both wilderness and community. Norway's breathtaking landscapes. Distinctive cultural heritage. And unforgettable experiences reveal a country shaped over time by the interplay of its majestic natural environment, rich historical legacies, and deeply rooted traditions that continue to define its unique character. Imagine standing at the edge of a precipice, gazing down as sheer cliffs plunge into sapphire waters that run impossibly deep and silent. Here, Norway's fjords, nature's own masterpieces, unfurl like ancient scars across the landscape. Their still surfaces reflecting sky and stone in perfect symmetry. These are not mere inlets, but monumental valleys carved by the titanic advance and retreat of glaciers over millennia. Each a testament to the raw power and patience of geological time. The creation of fjords is a story of ice and endurance. As glaciers advanced during the ice ages, they gouged deep, U-shaped valleys into the land, later flooded by the sea when the ice retreated. The resulting fjords, such as Sognefjord and Geirangerfjord, are among the longest and deepest in the world. With walls that rise vertically for hundreds of meters, often crowned by waterfalls that tumble in white ribbons from snowfields above. The silence here is profound, broken only by the distant thunder of falling water or the cry of a sea eagle, giving visitors a sense of both insignificance and belonging within the vast cycles of nature. To paddle a kayak across the glassy surface of a fjord at dawn is to experience humility in its purest form. The mountains loom on either side, eternal and unmoving, while the water carries the sky's shifting moods. Norwegian folklore holds that these fjords are home to trolls and other spirits. Their mysterious depths and shadowed cliffs fueling centuries of tales and superstitions. When winter's darkness descends over Norway's north, the sky itself becomes a stage for one of nature's most extraordinary performances. The Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights, unfurls as shimmering curtains of green, violet, and crimson, rippling and twisting in a silent, hypnotic dance. To witness this phenomenon is to feel both the chill of the Arctic night and the warmth of wonder. An encounter that lingers in memory like a half-remembered dream. Scientifically, the Aurora Borealis is the visible expression of a cosmic dialogue. Charged particles from the solar wind collide with Earth's magnetic field, funneling energy into the atmosphere and exciting atoms to emit light. Recent research has shown that magnetic reconnection events in Earth's magnetotail generate kinetic Alfvén waves, which carry energy over vast distances before transforming into sheer Alfvén waves. This process dramatically increases the energy delivered to the auroral zones, intensifying the brightness and scope of the auroras, especially during strong geomagnetic storms. Norway's northern reaches Tromsø, Alta, and the Lofoten Islands lie directly beneath the auroral oval, making them prime viewing grounds. Here, the sky can erupt in a vivid ballet of light, as 19th century observers described during the historic Carrington event, when auroras stretched as far south as Colombia and dazzled onlookers with their brilliance. The interplay of science and spectacle lends the aurora a dual mystique at once, a subject of cutting-edge research and a wellspring of ancient myth, where Norse legends told of Valkyries riding the sky, or the spirits of the departed waving across the heavens. To stand in the snow's hush, feeling the icy air bite your cheeks while the sky pulses with color, is to experience a communion with forces both timeless and immediate. The silence, broken only by the crunch of boots or the distant bark of a husky, is heavy with anticipation. Local Sami traditions regard the aurora with a blend of reverence and caution, warning children not to wave at the lights, lest they be whisked away by spirits. In summer, Norway turns the world upside down above the Arctic Circle. The sun refuses to set, painting the sky in perpetual twilight. This is the realm of the midnight sun. Where at 1 a.m. you can hike a mountain, fish a silent lake, or simply sit in awe as gold and rose hues shimmer on the horizon. The boundaries between day and night dissolve, and with them, the ordinary rhythms of human life. The phenomenon is a result of Earth's axial tilt, which causes polar regions to receive continuous sunlight for weeks on end around the solstice. The effect is both physiological and psychological. Norwegians speak of a surge in energy and creativity during these light-filled months, a time for festivals, midnight swims, and spontaneous adventure. There is a disorienting magic to walking through a sleeping village at what should be midnight. The sun still hanging low but bright, casting long shadows and filling the air with birdsong. This endless day invites a kind of joyful urgency, a sense that life must be lived to its fullest. For soon the long night will return. To understand Norway is to reckon with the legacy of the Vikings. Not just as warriors, but as explorers, traders, and settlers who braved the world's harshest seas. The image of the dragon-prowed longship slicing through northern fog is iconic. symbolizing both boldness and adaptability. Archaeological finds, such as the Oseberg ship and burial mounds at Gokstad, reveal a culture attuned to the challenges and opportunities of the North. The Vikings' mastery of shipbuilding and navigation allowed them to reach as far as North America. While their sagas and poetry captured both the brutality and beauty of their world. Today, the Viking ethos of resilience and curiosity persists in Norwegian society. Whether scaling icy peaks, innovating in technology, or fostering international diplomacy, Norwegians approach adversity with a blend of stoicism and ingenuity, qualities forged in the crucible of a landscape that rewards both strength and flexibility. If there is a single concept that defines modern Norwegian life, it is Friluftsliv, literally, free air life. More than a pastime, it is a philosophy, the pursuit of well-being, freedom, and connection by immersing oneself in nature, regardless of season or weather. Friluftsliv is not about conquering the wild, but coexisting with it, finding peace in simplicity and meaning in the rhythms of the earth. This tradition is deeply woven into the Norwegian psyche. Children grow up hiking, skiing, and camping. Weekends are spent in mountain cabins, and public holidays see cities empty as people seek refuge in forests, mountains, and along the coast. The practice is linked to both physical and mental health. As studies suggest, time outdoors reduces stress and fosters a sense of belonging. The air is crisp with the scent of pine and earth. The only sounds the wind sighing through birches and the distant rush of water. Friluftsliv invites a mindful presence, a chance to leave behind the demands of modern life and rediscover one's place within the larger web of existence. Norwegian society is famously egalitarian, guided by the unwritten social code of Janteloven, or the law of Jante. This principle, articulated in the early 20th century, emphasizes humility, equality, and the value of the collective over individual achievement. Don't think you are better than others. It is both a source of social cohesion and a subtle break on personal ambition. Janteloven manifests in understated manners, modest homes, and a strong social safety net. In Norway, status is rarely flaunted. Rather, people take pride in shared success and mutual support. This ethos underpins Norway's high levels of trust, low crime, and robust welfare programs, but can also provoke debate about conformity versus innovation. The culture of equality extends to gender, education, and access to nature. Public rights of way ensure that all may roam the countryside, regardless of land ownership. in daily life. The spirit of Janteloven surfaces in simple acts: neighbors helping clear snow, colleagues sharing credit, and leaders shunning ostentation. Norwegian cultural life pulses with festivals that blend solemnity and exuberance. Chief among these is Syttende Mai, May 17th, Constitution Day, when the nation erupts in parades, music, and the vibrant display of bunad, the traditional folk costume. Each region boasts its own colors and embroidery, reflecting local history and identity. The sight of thousands marching through Oslo streets, flags waving and children singing, is both grand and intimate, a celebration of freedom, unity, and peace. The air is sweet with the scent of waffles and spring flowers. The soundscape alive with brass bands and laughter. Other traditions endure: the lighting of bonfires on Midsummer's Eve, Christmas markets aglow with candles, and the Sami festivals of the north, where reindeer herders honor ancient ways through music, dance, and joik, a haunting vocal tradition unique to the indigenous Sami people. Norwegian cuisine is a testament to resourcefulness and adaptation. The sea provides cod, herring, and salmon. The land yields reindeer, cloudberries, and wild herbs. Traditional dishes, such as lutefisk, dried cod reconstituted in lye, rakfisk, fermented trout, and smalahove, roasted sheep's head, reflect both necessity and ingenuity, methods honed to preserve food through long, harsh winters. While some flavors may challenge the uninitiated, they are windows into history. Communal meals, family recipes, and the rituals of fishing and foraging. In recent years, Norway's culinary scene has flourished, marrying old and new, local and global, in a celebration of both heritage and innovation. To taste Norway is to taste its landscape, the brine of the sea, the sweetness of summer berries, the earthy tang of game. Meals are often simple, but hearty, designed to nourish body and spirit alike. High above the fjords, a tongue of rock juts improbably into the void. Trolltunga, the troll's tongue, is both a geological marvel and a rite of passage. To reach it is to undertake a grueling hike, 22 kilometers round trip, ascending through forest, marsh, and bare stone. The weather is changeable as a troll's mood. The journey is as important as the destination. Each step is a test of endurance, patience, and will. The landscape shifts from tranquil birch groves to stark, wind-lashed plateaus. At the summit, the world falls away beneath your feet. The fjord gleaming far below, clouds swirling at eye level. To stand on Trolltunga's edge is to feel the exhilaration of achievement, the humility of smallness amidst grandeur, and the thrill of a legend come to life. Local lore holds that only the brave or the foolhardy dare approach the edge, where trolls once gathered to watch the world below. The silence here is absolute, the air electric with possibility. To glide across a fjord in a kayak is to enter a meditative state, the paddle's rhythm, the hush of water against the hull, the slow unfolding of ancient cliffs. Each stroke brings you deeper into a world untouched by noise or haste. Eagles wheel overhead, seals bob in the distance, and the world narrows to the interplay of sky, stone, and water. This is more than sport. It is communion. The fjord's vastness inspires introspection. Its stillness invites listening. As you drift beneath waterfalls and over submerged boulders, the sense of continuity between past and present, self and nature becomes palpable. After the wild grandeur of mountains and coast, Oslo offers a different kind of wonder, a city where innovation and tradition coexist in harmony. The Norwegian capital is a tapestry of sleek, modern architecture, leafy parks, and historic neighborhoods where cobblestone streets wind past timbered houses. Oslo's cultural riches are manifold. The Viking Ship Museum houses vessels that once braved the North Sea. The Munch Museum preserves the anguished genius of Edvard Munch. And Vigeland Park delights with its surreal sculptures. The city pulses with festivals, music, and gastronomy, yet never loses sight of its natural setting. Forests and fjords are never far from the urban core. To stroll along the harbor at sunset, the air tinged with salt and possibility, is to sense the pulse of a city that honors its roots while embracing the future. While the Aurora Borealis enchants the senses, it also challenges the intellect. Scientific investigation has sought to unravel the mechanisms behind these celestial displays, linking them to solar activity and geomagnetic storms. Mode-converting Alfvén waves, generated by magnetic reconnection in Earth's magnetotail, have been shown to efficiently transport energy to the auroral zones, intensifying the phenomenon and providing a crucial bridge between solar physics and atmospheric science. Historical records, meticulously compiled in catalogs, reveal patterns of auroral observation linked to solar cycles, coronal mass ejections, and geomagnetic disturbances. The legendary Carrington event of 1859, marked by brilliant auroras observed as far south as Colombia, remains a touchstone in both scientific and cultural memory, a reminder of the sun's power to shape life on Earth. Even today, the aurora continues to inspire both research and art. Cutting-edge imaging techniques, including 3D movies created with synchronized fisheye cameras in Norway, offer new perspectives on the aurora's structure and dynamics, deepening public engagement and scientific understanding. Beyond science, the aurora is woven into the fabric of Norway's national identity. Historical accounts tell of nights brighter than the moon, of telegraph wires sparking with ghostly fire, and of communities gathering in awe or fear at the sky's transformation. Sami traditions regard the aurora with both reverence and wariness, reflecting a centuries-old dialogue between people and the cosmos. Even now, the northern lights serve as both a literal and metaphorical beacon, a source of wonder, a subject of study, and a symbol of the enduring connection between land, sky, and story. In today's world, where untouched nature is becoming increasingly rare, Norway endures as a land of dialogue between opposites, light and darkness, sea and glacier, ancient legend and scientific discovery. Its beauty lies not only in majestic landscapes, but also in the way nature becomes part of national identity, nurturing resilience, love of freedom, and deep bonds within community. From the Viking spirit and the philosophy of Friluftsliv to the humble ethos of Janteloven, Norwegians live in harmony with the land, carrying stories that bridge past and present. To set foot in Norway is to join this continuum, whether standing still beneath the Aurora, tasting the salt of the sea, or gathering warmth around a midsummer fire. And in these moments, one learns to seek light in darkness, to honor the bond between people and nature, and to carry home a fragment of wonder to keep as one's own.